Welcome to Colombia and welcome to Colombiafrank YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Paramos of Colombia. The Paramo ecosystem is one of the most unique and diverse ecosystems in the world. It happens 3,000 meters above the sea level and usually stopped when the snow mountain capes start. Colombia has 90% of the paramos of the world and share these ecosystems with countries like Ecuador, Venezuela, Peru, and even Costa Rica. The most important feature of this ecosystem is the ability to store water, and around the world these ecosystems are important also because they store a lot of carbon. But why there are so much paramos in Colombia? This is because of the Andean mountain ranges from the south in Nariño and splits into three main larger mountain ranges, which are Western, Central and Eastern mountain range. And also we have the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. In these four mountain ranges we are able to find paramo ecosystems. In Colombia we have around 80 paramos distributed in the three Andean mountain ranges and the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. These places are good destinations for hiking and trekking, for landscape photography, for bird watching and for wildlife tours. In Colombia there are plenty of places you can visit when you can find the Paramo ecosystem. The principal way to recognize that you are in the Paramo is the landscape structure conformed by the Espeletias or Frailejones. This is the most representative species in this ecosystem, and it is known because it has leaves with a lot of hairs which protect them from the cold and the UV rays. It's important to know that not all the paramos of Colombia are open for visit. If you're going to visit a paramo in Colombia, you don't need any permission, just check which parks have this kind of ecosystems and are open for tourism. When you're going to a paramo area, you must be aware of the altitude. It is pretty common to suffer from altitude sickness when you are in the paramo. Since these places are so elevated, sometimes the lack of oxygen makes you feel dizzy and uncomfortable and difficult to breathe. So if you are going to visit the paramo, take it easy. Take some time to get conditioned to the environment. Even when you go higher, people with cardiac conditions can experiment some dangers. So be careful and always talk to your guide and talk to your travel agency in advance. Another thing that is important in the Paramo is the weather. In general, the weather is rainy and cold, so you will need to take your jacket and your proof water boots. We recommend you to use boots until your knees. If necessary and if you need it, please take a stick with you, a trekking stick with you. It is also important to have a raincoat, bring water, and take it easy. When you visit the Paramo, it is possible to do camping, but we do not recommend that because of the weather. We usually recommend that you stay in hotels or farms near to the Paramos and find a transportation that brings you to the park and brings you back at night. The services like food and restaurant and lodging are very restricted in these Paramo regions and in the parks in Colombia. Among the Paramos that I should recommend you to visit is of course Chingaza, which is one of the biggest Paramos. But also there's another one in Boyacá which is called Ocetá. This is a very nice Paramo, very well preserved, and it has a stone city in one of the areas of this Paramo, which is associated with indigenous people. So the landscape is fantastic and you will enjoy a very good trek from the city town of Monguí. The Paramos are hotspots of endemic species, and the most famous are those hummingbirds from the genera Oxypogon. Near to Bogota, the green-birded helmet crest, which is the Oxypogon guerini, an endemic of our eastern cordillera, and a very nice hummingbird to see. Then you have to visit the Paramo in the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta to see the blue-birded helmet crest, which is the Oxypogon cyanoleaemus, which is another endemic and critically endangered species. And finally, you will have to visit the Paramos of the Coffee Triangle to know the Oxypogon estubelli, which is the buffy helmet crest, and very easy to see in the Paramos of Manizales. Other animals you can find in the Paramos are the spectacled bird, or the Andean bird, is another special and endemic species. Paramos are also important destination for plant lovers. For every 10 plant species you find in the Paramo, 6 of them are unique of this ecosystem. So that's why it's also a paradise for plant lovers. If you are coming to the Paramo for trekking, the best Paramos to do that are around Bogota, principally Chingaza. Tourism in Paramos is important to highlight their importance. This will in the future help us to protect the Paramos from cattle, logging, and even mining. You with your visit will be supporting the conservation effect that nature tourism brings to biodiverse regions like Colombia. So this was a very brief introduction to the Paramos of Colombia. If you like our video, please give us comments below. Visit more videos in this channel. Visit our websites in Pelecanus and Sula. Thanks for watching.